From Los Angeles, California, we're the Mad Scientist Party Hour.
Hello there, friends! Welcome back to another episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour. My name's Kevin Kraft, joined as always by a man who has donated his pants and underwear to science and is now shoving his boner into an Erlenmeyer flask. That's Jeff Clark.
What's up?
And transmitting to us from the bottom of an acai barrel, the bearded Brazilian berry lover known as Shuddy Boy.
Yo.
Yeah, here we are, coming at you, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I got a scenario for you guys.
Okay.
Actually,
So
I have
would you
two.
rather?
No. These are, am I the asshole here scenarios.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I kind of figured.
No. I'll hear you out. I'm a union guy.
So, like a week or two ago, I was walking back into my apartment complex. And you know how, in the front, like the opposite side of Poop Slime Alley, it's like a residential street. There's a walkway that goes to the front gate, and then you go into the complex. So I was walking in. Go ahead, Jeff. Already with a question.
Hold on. Most important thing. Do the hot, probable OnlyFans models still hang out by the pool all the time?
No.
What? Did they move? What happened?
Maybe it's too cold. I haven't seen them in a while.
Sure. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But as I'm walking in, there's a guy going into the building in front of me. So as he's walking through the front gate, I'm like at the street. And he, like as he's going in, just looks over his shoulder real quick, sees me like walking towards the gate, like from the street, and just gives the door like a nudge with his foot. So the door just swings completely open. And it takes a long time for it to shut on its own. So it was more than enough time for, by the time I got there, to like slink in. And he just, kept going. So as I'm walking in past the mailboxes, he's like at the far end checking his mail. And as I walk by, I hear him mutter under his breath, "You're welcome." And I was like, whoa! I was supposed to like shout from the street, "Thank you!" for nudging the door with your foot and swinging it open?
I'm confused of the geometry of the situation. Did you pass him?
Yeah, because after
While he was
got
getting
in,
his mail out of the mailbox.
Yeah, the mailbox
He
is...
wasn't holding the door.
No, he didn't hold the door. He just kicked it. And then went and checked his mail. The mail, like all the mailboxes are right against the wall on the other side of the gate.
Yeah.
But he has one that's like at the far end close to the pool. So like, if I'm the asshole here, when he like pushed the door with his foot, was I supposed to just yell ahead, "Thank you"?
Well, unless my recollection of your apartment building is incorrect from the time I've been there, or you're exaggerating how much you would have had to yell to say thank you.
It's not like just a normal thanks would not have done it. I would have had to like raise my voice. And then I kind of feel like a weirdo. Like you kicked the door. Minimal effort. Am I in the hook for a thank you?
So did he...
A long distance thank you?
Did he raise his voice to say thank you in a passive-aggressive way?
He mumbled under his breath, "You're welcome."
Yeah, but how did you hear that if you weren't close enough to just say thank
Kevin,
you anyways?
Jeff's missing. So the guy kicks the door open, walks in, goes to his mailbox. Kevin makes it through the door. Guy is finishing checking his mail as Kevin finally passes by him.
I'm really trying
Okay. All
to
right.
come up with why Kevin's not the dick here. I just don't understand. Feels like you're the dick here. Yeah, for sure.
I think
Okay.
I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. I don't know. Like,
I ran this by Carl, and she was like, that's insane for that guy to like mutter "you're welcome" all sarcastically as you walk by.
Well, I mean,
I don't want to go there, but
so I think this is a rare occasion where Carl is incorrect, because while your initial sentiment
rare.
is
She's a woman.
that when he kicked the door open, he was too far ahead of you to say thank you. But he stopped moving and you closed the gap. So then you wouldn't have had to yell to be like, hey, thanks.
I see that. I do totally see that.
So, but
Oh.
the small amount of assholeness that you displayed was trumped by his mumbling under his breath, "You're welcome," because that negates the altruistic intentions of that guy's.
I will say, I've done the same move before. I've been walking in and seen somebody like clearly coming in, but they're so far away from me, I'm not standing there and holding the door. So I give it like a little karate kick so it swings open, and I know that it's going to slowly shut with more than enough time for them to get through. And I've never been like, God damn it, they owe me a thank you.
But have you stopped at your mailbox and then had them walk by and not acknowledge you at all?
Probably. I just it's not like I wouldn't expect a thank you in that. If I waited and held the door open,
you fucking
sure,
scumbag.
give me a thank you. But the minimalist effort of just nudging the door with your foot and then continuing on, I don't think that deserves a thank you. I know we're into fucking Seinfeld territory here, but
what I really think is that Helen raised you better than this, and you're really letting her down and being careless with your manners.
So wait, you passed him after he made his move to help you with the door, right?
yes.
So why didn't you say thank you as you passed him?
I felt that
Kevin
would have been
didn't
weird.
Think that he did enough to warrant a thank you.
I also feel like it would have been weird. Like,
I mean, apparently that guy disagrees,
I know.
and I feel like I disagree too here.
All right. That's why I threw it out. I knew you guys would shoot me straight. Carl is usually on my side, so
I think it's more asshole-ish though for him to say mumble under his breath. Something like that.
I don't think so. It never is, because I've done it a couple of times, and I never feel like more of the asshole.
You've muttered like, "You're welcome."
Hey, you're welcome. Yeah, for sure. I feel like I've done it with you in presence. Like, yeah.
What can you remember the last like instance where you sarcastically said "you're welcome" to somebody, like a perfect stranger?
I mean, again, I've done it probably like 4 or 5 times. I would probably going back to the coffee shop. Probably the coffee shop. Oh, hey, yeah, you're welcome. Something like that. They usually, I mean, I can't. I think when I was younger, someone said something back to me, and I was like kind of a dickhead 16-year-old. But like the 3 or 4 other times that I did it, like they just kind of keep walking. I'm not really trying to beef. Like I'm not a dick. It's just like, I don't know. Say thank you, bro, or lady, whatever.
What if it was like a big jack dude who looked mean? Would you poke him?
I mean, if past history, if this was Geoff 8 years ago, I'd say absolutely, because Geoff dangerously towed the line with Mayhem, who could have just ripped him limb from limb in your kitchen. Yes, Geoff likes to poke bears.
I feel like Geoff has talked shit to every single in-studio guest we've ever had. You straight up told James Gunn you didn't like one of his movies, like unprompted. You fucking wacko.
Yeah, really fucking burn that bridge, huh? Sorry about that, guys. He's doing pretty well lately.
Yeah, he's had a little bit of a come up.
That's that MSPH bump everybody always talks about.
Damn right.
Yeah, you come on here, you get to be CEO of DC Entertainment Universe.
Not too shabby.
Is that his official title?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that happened
Fuck.
like the last week or two.
Okay, yeah, I saw his name in the news. I didn't know what specifically for. I
Disney
couldn't
really
remember.
fucked themselves with that firing of him and letting him go sign on at DC.
It really worked out for him though, because he still
Yes,
got
it
to do.
did.
He still got to do Guardians 3. He still got to do the Guardians holiday special. And he directed a couple DC movies, and now he's like their director. It's like,
He's
Being-
their Kevin Feige.
yeah, being canceled couldn't have worked out any better for James Gunn.
What did he do again? He's telling like
Some
child pedophilia jokes, right?
yeah.
God, I love those. We got to go back and find them. He
Yeah,
probably
someone-
deleted them though, right?
Someone dug up like old pictures of him like dressed as a priest, patting like one of his girlfriends on the head who was dressed up like a schoolgirl.
It's a good couple costume idea.
Yeah.
It's before Spotlight came out, all right? We're still a little fuzzy on the issue.
All right, well, I have a feeling after that first scenario I ran by you guys was kind of testing the water. You motherfuckers are going to have a field day with me on this one.
I'm gonna blame you for that person stealing your food.
You should
Yeah,
have.
did the food theft happen before or after the door?
It was the same guy.
It was last night, but it was in a different city.
Yeah, but so the food was last
Wow.
night. The door was yesterday during the day.
No, the door was weeks ago, maybe
Oh,
even a month
okay.
ago.
I was just gonna say that was karma, but they didn't happen on the same day. What asshole thing did you do that probably
Hold
led
on.
to your food being stolen?
Why are you bringing this up now if it happened months ago? Like, why are you still thinking about it?
Because he's got another one that probably happened more frequently that he wanted to see how nice we were going to be to him before approaching the real one he wants the answer on.
Yeah, Shuddy nailed it.
He probably dug around looking for an experience he could use to test the waters. And he's like, oh, that time 2 weeks ago where that guy kicked the door and sarcastically said you're welcome. Let's see how that goes.
Well, so officially, Shuddy, you weigh that guy's an asshole, and I'm calling Kevin the dick here, right?
No, they're both assholes.
Right. Well, yeah, for sure.
But
Okay,
they
well,
the guy cancels Kevin out.
real quick
Gotcha.
before we move on to the next one, and let's hypothetically say this guy didn't stop to check his mail and just walk to his apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Am I
You should
still
have knocked on the door.
No,
Said,
then
"Hey,
you're not
hey,
the
man."
asshole.
okay? All right.
Because then the distance would not have ever closed and he wouldn't have had the opportunity.
All right. Hey, I accept the ruling of the court. I
All
threw
right.
it out there
What's
because
the next?
I mean, I do. I know you guys will always lean towards shitting on me because it is funnier, but I believe you.
It's just, you got to have manners.
Okay, how about this one?
You usually do.
So, somebody hit Carl's car while it was parked in a parking space, and she came back, and there was a note saying, I saw who hit your car. Here's my phone number. Here's their license plate. So, she got, like, really pissed off that somebody hit her car and bounced. So, she found them, processed the claim, and got her like car repaired. And she had a loaner while it was getting fixed. And on the very last, like the shop called her and they're like, hey, your car's ready. You can come get it. But the timing didn't work out. So she was like, okay, I'll pick it up tomorrow in the morning. What is it? The alert, like one of those, like a little alerts came up on the dashboard of the rental saying, there's a little bit of low tire pressure in the car. So she was like, do you think I should like put air in the tire? I'm like, I don't think so. You're returning it tomorrow. Like, you're not running on rims. It's not flat. They look perfectly fine. There's just a little dip in the pressure. I say, just return it as is and let them handle it. And she was, as we were out running errands, she was like, you know what? I'm just really nervous that I'm going to get a flat or something. So I'm just going to pull in here and put air in the tires. So we pull up to like the little thing and she's like, just watch the gauge for me and tell me if they're going up. So while she's putting air in the tires, some guy who was pumping his gas comes over and he's like, hey, the fuck you doing, man? Why is she putting air in the tires? You fucking do it. And starts like yelling at me. So obviously, me being the wisest that I am, I tell him to go fuck himself and butt out. And then that makes him even more pissed off, and he starts screaming at me even more. And he's like, no, man. That's a female. You do it. Pump that fucking air. You pump that fucking air. And I go, pump your fucking ass. So I'm just like escalating it with this guy. And he eventually like goes back to his car. Now, it's worth pointing out, I know everybody is thinking this. Yes, that man could have kicked my ass if it came to blows. Easily.
What was his profile?
His favorite movie would be The Crow 2. Not the first one. He's like, no, hear me out. The sequel's
I'm trying
better.
to weigh in your situation, you cocksucker.
Oh, he was a white guy. Is that what you're looking for?
Was he? I mean, how big was he? What was it? What was his race? What was he wearing?
Okay, he had
Did he just get out of the gym?
He had a black tank top.
Okay.
I think he was a white guy, and he had long black hair, tribal tattoo, goatee. I'm pretty sure that's what you were picturing when I said his favorite movie is The Crow 2. Like, that was like,
oh, are you being serious?
Big energy I was picking up off that guy.
Okay. That's really weird.
Yeah, and then
so how does it end?
Well, Carl got back in the car and was like, I couldn't hear what was happening, but was some guy yelling at you? And I was like, yeah. She's like, why? And I was like, he was yelling at me because you were putting air in the tires. And she was like, wow, that's kind of fucked up. Like, I'm some stupid woman who can't even put air in her tires. Like, it's the easiest thing in the world.
I knew that's how Carl was going to take it. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, like, you're not the asshole in this situation.
And by the way, last year, it is worth pointing out, one time Carl was leaving my place, got about 20 minutes away or so, and got a flat. And she dropped me a pin, I drove to her, changed her tire. She was like, that I couldn't do. I could not change my tire. She's like, putting air in the tires is easier than pumping gas. So she's like, I feel like that guy was being a jerk off.
Yeah, agreed.
But in the back of my head, I was like, I bet you if I told this story on MSPH, those guys would fucking crucify me.
You were in the passenger seat, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, yeah, you have no culpability in this situation whatsoever, in my opinion.
Wait, so she was outside. This guy was yelling at you while you were sitting in the car, and she didn't know what he was yelling at you about?
Well, she was probably standing next to the pump that was making noise and putting air in the tires.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, what a fucking tool, huh?
He probably listens to him.
Oh, got him.
You look like one of those guys, Kevin. Looks like he has a cat at home.
He could have been a tool enthusiast.
Yeah, damn it. Well, Maynard kicks ass. I don't know what this guy's deal is, but whatever.
I was like, wow, am I really about to get my fucking ass kicked right now? I don't know. Like, people,
no, you're not. This is not your fault. This one isn't.
I've said this a lot of times, but I feel like, yeah, it would have. And I feel like when people look at me, they're just like, ha, look at this fucking guy. Like, a lot of times people just argue with each other. Anytime somebody says something to me and I say something back, it's like, oh, we're going now. It's like, well, yeah, I know you could beat my ass. That's a given. But, like, you're going to beat my ass because I'm not putting air in the tires?
Honestly, that's really weird. That fucking sucks that happened, man.
Yeah, people are really into being white knights these days. It's like, it's not... That's a very weird thing to go, like, butt into other people's day.
Yeah. It's just like, it is putting air in the tire. Like, it's not... Like, even dumb women could do it, dude. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, what the fuck, man? I feel Carl. It's like, it's disrespectful to her to assumed that she couldn't put air in the tire.
All right.
Very misogynistic. If you would have said that he had a shirt with American flag on it somewhere, I would not have been surprised.
Nah, he just seemed like a crow enthusiast.
I would hate for him to tarnish our country's legacy. This bullshit. Well, I'm surprised that was your second story. You made it sound like your second story was going to be worse for you than your first one. That one was like a no-brainer. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Well, I mean, honestly, since day one, I feel like all I do from sun up to sundown is try to do my best impersonation of a human. So I never know if I'm doing the right thing or the wrong thing.
Yeah. The pandemic kind of threw my moral compass out of whack and those kind of things as well.
The pandemic?
Yeah, I just still haven't bounced back from it, Shuddy.
What about
trying
overdosing?
To level with Kevin, all right? I feel like a normal human. I'm just saying.
Did you feel like you came out the other side a different person when you OD'd on lean?
I don't think technically it was an OD. I think I passed out standing up and smacked my head against a counter and got like a concussion.
Yeah, that's the way I remember. That's what caused the weirdness that day.
And the barfing. Because it fucked up your basketball skills for a while, right?
Yeah. I have not been as good at basketball since. I've gotten some of it back, most of it back, but I haven't been as good since.
I feel like that's kind of like my thumb. Granted, it's only been... it was July, so... August,
3 months.
September, October, November? Almost 4 months?
Yeah.
But, like, my thumb still hurts. I can't bend it fully. And, man, this nasty-ass scar. Like, anytime it grazes on something. Like, I was taking a piss in a urinal yesterday, and when I went to redo my belt, the leather rubbed up against the scar and almost gave it, like, a rope burn, which never would have hurt my normal thumb, but I was just like, fuck! It was like somebody held a lighter up to it. God damn this thumb. So, Shuddy, how is your acai baseball deal going? Has it been powering the Phillies to wins?
No, the Phillies lost.
Is it over?
It's over, yeah. Even if they didn't get the shit kicked out of them on Saturday, it would have been over last night anyway.
Damn.
But yeah. We'll there are two things that are going to have to be discussed in Patreon land.
Oh.
That's one of them.
Sounds very serious.
And then my review of the Amazon A League of Their Own show.
Nice.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to both.
Hot take Shuddy behind the paywall.
Yeah.
I love it.
One of the female Puminati hit me up on Instagram asking me, she's from Houston, big Houston Astros fan. Those are who just beat the Philadelphia Phillies. And she asked if Shuddy was going to talk any more shit and something about you, Kevin. And I was like, I don't forget specifically what I said, but I was like, there's no way you're going to hear baseball talk in MSPH for another 5-10 years.
Yeah, I am not a big baseball fan to begin with.
And it came up. I was wrong.
And I don't personally have anything against the Astros. The first Major League Baseball game I ever went to was at the Astrodome, Astros against the Dodgers.
That's kind of cool.
The summer of '96. What? And I was big Jeff Bagwell and Craig Biggio fans as a kid, so I don't have any animosity towards the Astros.
Craig Biggio's kid plays for the Toronto Blue Jays.
But I will say that my acai bowls probably had a hand in how things went.
Why?
Is this paywall?
That's all I'm gonna. That's
wow.
That's a teaser.
That's all I'm gonna say in the not behind the paywall because.
All right. Well, let's see. Have we done enough time, or are we good? Shit. Nope. Got more show to do. Damn it! Now I'm chopping.
I have
at the
reviews,
bits.
and we can do voicemails, and then we can dip on out.
Nah. We got a show to do. Let's fucking do this. I watched some stuff too, Shuddy. All streaming, but I watched like 3 new movies.
Oh, I'm looking forward to hearing your reviews. I didn't check out. There's 2 streaming movies. I think they're both on Netflix that I'm really very, very much interested in. I'm assuming you watched either one of them.
I didn't watch the war one.
Okay, but you watched The Good Nurse.
What's that?
So The
wow,
Good
neither one.
Nurse is about something
Let me
that
look this
happened
up.
in Bethlehem.
No way.
Did you see that?
Sharon watched it and we talked about it, but I'm
Phil said it
familiar
was
with
good.
that from when it happened in real life.
Fuck. All right. So the story, I'll just wait until I watch it. I'm going to watch it this week and I'll review it next week.
I heard it was a little slow, but it was very good, and Eddie Redmayne killed it, and so did Jessica Chastain.
Yeah. Bill said it was really good.
But it happened at one of the hospitals in Bethlehem is where he finally got caught.
Oh, that's where he got caught. Nice. Because he did it. He worked in a bunch of hospitals, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. It's one of the scarier stories I've ever heard. I can't wait to watch the movie. What would you watch, Kevin?
I watched. I did watch a Netflix movie. I watched Wendell and Wild. You guys even know what that is?
Hear of it.
Nope.
My algorithm is just so much different than yours, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I only saw it because I saw that it was popular on Letterboxd. They have like a popular this week tab, and I saw the poster of it's all claymation. I'm like, what is this? And it's the guy that directed Coraline and Nightmare Before Christmas. So I was like, all right. I like both of those movies. I like this guy. I like claymation stuff. And then I saw that it was, Key and Peele are in it. And I was like, oh, all right. I'm even more intrigued. And I was kind of bummed out by it. It had a cool...
It was claymation?
Yeah. So, stop motion shit.
Like Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yeah.
Then you bring that back.
I had a really hard time figuring out what the plot of the movie was, because it has a lot of things happening, but nothing seems like the central point. And it's got afterlife stuff, and Key and Peele play these demons that look just like them. And there's a giant Satan monster, who's voiced by Ving Rhames. And they're kind of like his servants or whatever. And they sneak out because they want to build an amusement park, like a theme park. And then they use this girl whose parents died, and she got sent to juvie and then to a Catholic boarding school or something. And I couldn't keep up with it. It seemed very scattered and not focused. And the animation was cool as shit. Visually, it was awesome. I just couldn't figure out what I was supposed to be rooting for, what the whole point of everything was. It was weird. Had some creepy shit. But, I don't know. I was kind of bummed out by it. For being honest. I don't know. I'd say it was like a 2.75 dicker.
How long did it last?
Like an hour 40.
Did you watch it with Carl?
I did.
Or was this a solo project? What
No.
did she think?
She had the same thought. She spaced out, fell asleep for a little bit, and was like, yeah, I couldn't really stick with it. Didn't grab me.
We'll defer to her on this one. Probably not watch it.
All right, you do
I
one,
wonder if
Shuddy.
she watched... Oh.
What?
I was going to say, I wonder if she watched that documentary, Killer Sally, excuse me.
Killer celery?
I said salary at first.
There's a new one on Hulu that I thought sounded right up your alley. It was about the sex scandal of Jerry Falwell Jr. called God Forbid. On
Oh yeah,
Hulu,
that's the one
Jeff.
about like him and his wife having a fucking
Yeah,
little
didn't like
three.
he. I would say, didn't he record his gardener plowing his wife or the pool boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten into
The,
those porns lately. I'll tell you that. There's a Pornhub account called Gaming Couple, and this guy just chills, plays video games, and his chick gets plowed. It's kind of crazy.
Do you think they're real, or is this guy just like a hired actor to play video games? Either
I
way,
don't
it
know.
sucks. Like,
Either way, it sucks.
I'm
for
not
sure.
really a cuck. I just play one on Pornhub.
I know. Either answer is it's not that cool.
Yeah. I mean, at
oh,
the end
he's
of the day,
playing video games and somebody else is fucking his wife?
yeah.
Not he's
chick.
fucking his wife playing video games.
No,
I just wanted. I was understanding it differently than you guys were discussing it.
someone's
so I wanted
plowing his
to.
wife. Sometimes she'll jerk him off, or they'll do a little Eiffel Towering. But it's mostly just this guy's girl just getting just railed in front of him, and I feel bad. Well, I don't. I guess I don't feel bad.
Yeah, you jerk off to it. You don't feel bad.
Yeah, I feel bad. I guess I have a complicated relationship with this porn account.
Oh, this poor
You
guy.
pity
Oh.
him, but you don't feel bad for him.
It's mostly his girlfriend.
I
think
feel
she's
bad
pretty
for you,
hot.
sir, but I'm still going to jerk off to this. Is the girlfriend bad?
Yeah. Hot, yeah, yes.
You and I watched something.
I give the
Equally.
gaming couple 5 dicks. All right, go ahead.
You and I both saw the same second film.
Who?
Unless you've seen more than 2. I shouldn't
I have.
speak for you.
Did you see? Oh, you say it.
Weird.
I did see Weird.
I just saw on Letterboxd that you rated it.
Yeah.
Jeff, why didn't you watch Weird this weekend?
I don't know what it's about. I never even heard of it.
I was
don't know.
watching that
It's
gaming
about-
guy's girlfriend get railed.
Weird Al Yankovic, buddy. The Weird Al biopic starring Daniel Radcliffe.
I think Weird Al Yankovic is gay. Not a fan. Sorry. I like
After that take, he's muted.
Oh, you muted Jeff?
You
Damn.
Jeff, unmute yourself. I'm sorry.
You just got Shuddy Elon.
Yeah, for real. My fucking account got permanently suspended. I guess temporarily in this case.
I loved it. I loved it.
Do you
I
still
thought it was
wait?
so
Hold on.
fun.
Do you still listen to Weird Al Yankovic?
No. I mean,
Yankovic?
I shouldn't say no, because one of the first vinyl records I got as a child, I got it for Christmas one year, was Fat, the whole LP with Fat, I Think I'm a Clone Now.
Eat It? Is Eat It on there?
No. Hold on. I can tell you what's Weird Al.
So while Shuddy's Googling that, I had no idea what to expect in this movie.
The album was called Even Worse.
Can we get a poll going, Kevin, of who's better? What's a better musical act, Tool or Weird Al Yankovic? Shuddy, will you take
let's
that
see what's
matchup?
up. I'll put
Dang.
that on our Twitter right now and just see where it goes by that time
Yeah.
we're done.
What would you rather listen to in a road trip? Weird Al Yankovic or Tool?
Who would you rather listen to on a road trip? Okay, here we go. Poll. So, honestly, all I knew about this, I saw screenshots coming out of Daniel Radcliffe, because Daniel Radcliffe plays Weird Al. And I'm just like, all right. Like, growing up, I thought Weird Al was funny. I never bought any of his stuff. But as a kid who grew up on MTV, anytime a Weird Al music video came on, I always thought they were super funny. Like, Fat was... like, that's the one where he just progressively gets larger and larger throughout the music
Yeah,
video.
I
right?
liked that scene in the show where they were discussing it.
Yeah. So like
Um,
I was never a diehard fan, but I was like, okay, I guess Daniel Radcliffe playing Weird Al, that's bizarre enough. I'm intrigued. I'll check that out.
yeah, I stayed away from watching any trailers or anything for it, just
Same. And it
because
wasn't like I had to do a conscious effort. I wasn't dodging anything. I don't feel like there was a lot of info
yeah.
out about it.
I did not deliberately seek it out.
But when Carl and I put it on, 5 minutes in, I'm like, what is happening? What is this?
I mean, were you not in the room when play was hit on it?
I was very, very stoned.
Okay, because at the very beginning, Weird Al comes on and very like wink, wink says, "Nothing is embellished. This is all real. This is all 100% true." So, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, okay, we are in for a wild ride.
I just I was half paying attention. I was just like, all right, Weird Al's introing his biopic, cool. And then as it starts playing out, I'm like, this is strange. This is a very, very strange biopic. And about 7 minutes in, it hit me. I was like, oh my God, it's a fucking parody of a biopic. This is awesome.
Yeah, it was so clever.
It was like Naked Gun did a biopic.
The polka party at the beginning.
Yeah, it was almost like it was kind of like Walk Hard.
Very much
Dewey
like
Cox
Walk
story.
Hard.
If Dewey Cox was a real person. Like, it was the silliest, most over-the-top, goofy shit. And once it finally clicked, I was like, ha, Weird Al, you son of a bitch.
You fucking genius. You brilliant, brilliant man. It was a lot of fun. It's an absolute popcorn movie. Like, it is just a good fucking time.
Yeah.
Just
I enjoyed myself. It was
really
great.
wholesome. I mean, I shouldn't say wholesome. There is swearing and stuff in it.
There any drug use?
Yeah.
Evan Rachel Wood as Madonna.
Not too shabby.
Oh my God.
She looked good. But she did have this, they made it out in the
Me
movie.
Too'd by Marilyn Manson.
What?
Oh, she Me Too'd Marilyn Manson. She wasn't Me Too'd by Marilyn Manson.
I forget how that works. Okay.
Yeah, they made it out like Madonna and Weird Al dated throughout the 80s, and
that was only 6 hours.
Well,
and like they were only together for like 3 or 4 days, I think, in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Like it made it seem like it was a long time because like the scene changed a few times, and then there's a part of with them where he's like, "This has been the best 6 hours of my life." Like a lot happened in that time frame, so they did play it like it was a longer thing. But like she manipulated him into doing like a surgeon. Oh, it was so good. It was a lot of fun. He had to get a lot of people's approval, I think, to portray them that way.
Really?
I think he has a good enough like everybody that he's parodied has allowed him to parody their songs.
I mean, I know parodying is a very touchy subject right now, but
so I feel like him and Madonna probably still have the kind of relationship where he can be like, "This is what I'm going to do in this movie, just so you're aware."
I mean, it definitely
I don't
doesn't.
think Weird Al was trying to stir up any controversy with his take on people.
No, but it also, anybody stupid enough to like think that this was a true to life biopic, Madonna is painted as like a scoundrel. It's so ridiculous. Like it just hammers her as just being like a manipulative asshole, and
yeah,
I don't know.
She gets him strung out on booze. Like it's like
it was very funny. I laughed out loud many times throughout.
It was legitimately lots of belly laughs from me. Like it was just funny. It was clever.
Yeah, I've never seen. It was very unique, and it's just like, of course, fucking Weird Al would do this with his biopic. I was thinking to myself, it's like, okay, I have no hatred towards Weird Al in my heart. I think he's a funny guy. I'm happy for his success, But I was like, do I need a Weird Al biopic? Do I care? I don't know. Not really. And then it was just like, oh, you fucking genius. What a great idea. I hope they came with him with the idea of doing a true, actual, dramatic biopic on him and him being like...
straight-laced biopic?
Yeah, and he was like, no. Like, everything in my life, this is going to be a parody. So I don't know.
Will Forte was great in it.
Yeah, there were so many cameos.
So many cameos. It was insane.
Like Conan O'Brien played Andy Warhol. Jack Black played Wolfman Jack, which probably got the biggest laughs out of me the whole movie.
The guy from Ant-Man played the guy from Queen.
Oh, David Dastmalchian?
Yeah, Polka Dot Man.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just very enjoyable. So Carl uses a Roku device to get all the apps on her TV. So
this is the fucking worst. Tell her to go to Chromecast. Roku's terrible.
I use a Fire Stick in my room.
I use Roku, and I think it is far superior to both of those.
But then again, if you want to watch the Weird Al movie, all you have to do is download the Roku app. You don't necessarily have to buy the device. It is loaded with tons of commercial breaks, which was a bummer.
Lots of T-Mobile commercials since they paid for the movie.
Yeah, that was a bummer that there was no escaping the commercials, but I don't know, didn't slow us down. I thought it was great. I
loved it.
I'll suck 4 Weird Al dicks.
As am I sucking 4 Weird Al dicks.
Jeff, has this moved you at all? Are you intrigued, or do you still think fuck Weird Al?
It's not really fuck Weird Al. I just have no interest in him. Even like when my buddy put him on when we were like 9 or 10. I forget the first time I listened to Weird Al Yankovic. It was okay, but like it wasn't. I don't know. I never got into it. So, but like
wait a second. I don't get what he's doing here. These aren't the words.
Yeah, but similar to your vibe, like I'm not trying to be a hater. Like, you know, he's very successful, and like most of his shit that I listened to was like, oh, this is cool. Like, whatever. I don't know. I just never not that into it for the most part. So I'm probably not going to watch this show or this movie, especially because there's 2 other streaming movies that I really wanted to see that I was hoping you would review here.
I mean, it's very early. But just checking in on initial results, Weird Al leads Tool 61% to 39%.
Yeah, I think people know they're voting against me. But then again, that's the excuse that you make. So it'll all even out. I think I'll win this one, but who knows? Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe more people look at Weird Al Yankovic as like a legend that I'm giving him credit for. And again, just for the record, I'm not fully hating on the guy. That's not fair. Just not
your
me.
Speed. You're not a song. Are you not a song parody guy in general?
No, not really. I mean, when that guy from the Howard Stern show used to parody songs, but he'd talk about Robin's tits, that was awesome.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm not that big into parodies.
Fair enough. And
the
Weird
Al record is somewhere over here in the pile of records.
Weird Al always has been a guy who's just been very, cookie cutter, family friendly.
Yeah.
Not very edgy. So I could see where it wouldn't really blow any wind up your skirt, Jeff. Why isn't this guy talking about tits and dicks?
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. Yeah. Like, I don't know. My first music fandom, or the first kind of music I got into, was fucking gangster rap, and that's obviously not Weird Al Yankovic. But like when my friend put him on, like he like kind of hyped him up as like being edgy, and like I just didn't see it that way.
Yeah, I don't see how anybody could mistake Weird Al for being edgy.
Not edgy, but it was like we were young, and it was like I don't know. It wasn't edgy's not the right word. I'm struggling to figure out the right word, but
I feel like this guy's disrespecting Coolio here.
For real. for real.
Amish paradise? Those aren't the words.
Eat it was cool. Yeah, Amish paradise. Yeah. Again, not bad tracks, but I just prefer the originals. I don't think that makes me a bad person.
No, I don't think so either. You would hold the door open for Weird Al.
Yeah. And I wouldn't even
And he would say thank
aggressively-
you. I think he'd say thank you.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
probably.
Weird Al Yankovic has manners, whereas Kevin doesn't.
Nah.
Guy doesn't fucking pump air into his lady's tire and doesn't say thank you when people open the door for him. says everything you need to know about this fucking guy.
Eva Kraft.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No, you're welcome for holding the door open for me. You're welcome. That's what you should have said.
Yeah, you got the honor of kicking the door open for me. Consider yourself blessed.
I watched a movie that just further hurts my appreciation or lack thereof for the movie theater business.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so stoked for this.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the Banshee of Saoirse Ronan?
Yeah, the Banshees of Inisherin or some whatever the fuck it's called.
So when we briefly discussed this on Queef or No Queef, just from what I saw by Googling it, what made you think you were going to like this movie?
I did no homework on it. I was told Colin Farrell, Brendan Gleeson, and were in it, and it was a Martin McDonagh movie, and they
it was
did
a comedy, right? Did you know
I
that?
think it said dark comedy, right?
Yeah,
But
it,
like,
And you're a massive In Bruges fan. So,
yeah,
like the same
In
team.
Bruges is one of my favorite movies of like the last 20 years.
Oh,
Like I
okay.
fucking love that movie.
I've not seen that, but
Oh, see,
from what
I
I
think it's
saw,
classic.
like it just made me think comedy, like The Lobster was, and that was a bizarre movie with Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
I didn't see that, but fair enough. Yeah.
Oh, you would hate The Lobster.
It was just about like these guys who lived in a 1920s Irish village, like it's a little island off of the coast of Ireland, and they're best friends. And then just one day, Brendan Gleeson just stops fucking with Colin Farrell, just like I don't like you anymore. Like we're not friends. I'm done hanging out with you. And they live like around the corner from each other. Like they pass each other all the time on the street. Like they go to the pub at the same time of the day, every fucking day. It was really weird. Like I don't know. It pissed me off. I felt bad for Colin Farrell, but outside of that, the story itself just fucking sucked. There really wasn't anything funny. It wasn't anything entertaining. And honestly, I don't want to do spoilers. It could have been improved had it gotten really violent at the end. Like I wanted to see someone get murdered.
You wanted to see like a third act of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Exactly. Yeah.
Hear me out.
I feel like we were owed that for having to put up with 90 minutes of just boring bullshit.
So you get a hot, naked Irish girl. You give her a machete. She comes into the room and she kills everybody.
And like we were talking on the car ride, I watched it with my brothers. We were talking on the car ride on the way home, how it's just killing it on Rotten Tomatoes. Like they mentioned that, and not only the critic score but the audience score. It's doing really well on Letterboxd. Like everyone likes this movie. And
Did either of them like it?
no, I don't know. I don't know how anyone could like it. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was so boring. Like there was a couple times in the theater, I literally just like threw my hands up. Like, what? This is what we're watching? Like, this is what they served us. This
You're like tapping
bullshit.
the guy sitting a couple sheets over, like, can you fucking believe this?
There were people fucking belly laughing in the audience. Like, having the time of their life in this movie.
And you couldn't figure out why.
I couldn't figure out why. And I talked to Ginger about this because Ginger, Puminati Elite, he goes to the movies all the time. He has like one of those AMC monthly passes. And he went and saw this. And he's like I don't know, a lot more lenient about movie reviews, or he likes more movies than me, essentially.
Yeah.
And he said that he seriously doesn't know who he could recommend this movie to. Like he doesn't like it was bad for him too. Like I don't understand how anyone could have liked it. And then when you hear that it has a 97 on Rotten Tomatoes, it just makes me want to do things to Rotten Tomatoes, like Jeffrey Dahmer things. I want to invite Rotten Tomatoes over to my apartment. We're gonna drink some beer. We're gonna watch The Exorcist 3. We're gonna dance around. We're gonna juggle my machete.
Might suck his dick a little bit.
After we have fun, I might suck his dick a little bit.
I want to put Rotten Tomatoes' dick in a pickle jar and then eat it in a month.
I want to fucking torture what's left of Rotten Tomatoes' life before I take it and then rape it when it's dead. That's how much I hate that fucking website.
Wow. Well, I also saw something else.
Well, how many dicks? How many dicks?
I'll actually give it a half dick because I love Brendan Gleeson, Colin Farrell, and Martin McDonagh that much. I'm going to give him a mulligan too because Seven Psychopaths is good. What was it? What's the other one? You had 3 Billboards. I almost called 3 Billboards to Iwo Jima. That's not what it was called.
Oh, 3 boards outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
Wait, Iwo Jima. That's a World War II movie, right?
Yes, the Flags of Iwo Jima, right?
What was that movie called? 3 Bing Boings in Iwo Jima?
Yeah. 3 Billboards in Pearl Harbor. I'll give this one dick.
Wow.
Out of respect.
I heard.
Respect guy.
I heard about this from Ginger being like, hey, I just got out of this movie. It was fucking terrible. And I was like, holy shit, that's the one Jeff's going to see right now. And he was just like, yeah, I don't get it. So I looked at, the Letterboxd D page for it because I wanted to see what's up. Saw the really, really high score. I was like, there's got to be some people that were shitting on it. And I'm scrolling through the reviews, and it's all these people that are just like, oh, I fucking loved this. Or no, they were like, I feckin' love this because they're trying to be all Irish about it.
Yeah.
And
feckin'.
you're well on the record of being a self-loathing Irishman, Jeff.
Whoa. Well, I am more Italian than I am Irish. I have very, very little bit Irish, and I hate every part of that. But yeah, I guess whatever part of Irish I am self-loathing Irish. I don't know, man. It fucking sucked. Honestly, I've just been so busy with betting on sports, writing sports, and then watching sports. This was a pretty dull sports night, all things considered. The NFL game wasn't that good. It was Shuddy's Eagles versus the Texans. There was a World Series game, but I did go see the movie at 8, so I watched most of the game, most of the football game and baseball game. There was really no basketball on, so I was like, I gotta go see a movie. I like these guys. Fuck it. I'm not even gonna see the trailer. I'm not gonna do any research. I'll just check it out. What else do I have to do? But I wish that I did a little more research. Fuck, did I hate this movie? And then we got In-N-Out afterwards, and that kind of sucked. It was like the worst In-N-Out experience I've ever had.
How did
In-N-Out
In-N-Out
Did the In-N-Out suck because of the movie or just in general?
No, it was
like, was
honestly,
your mood so salty by the time you got there that nothing would have made you happy? It
wasn't a big mistake, but I always get the spread removed from my burger, and these motherfuckers didn't remove the spread. And I did no bullshit. Like, In-N-Out just never makes a mistake. Like, they never fuck up. And it was just like everything was off that night. The movie sucked. In-N-Out, like, there was like 2 cars in the drive-thru, and it took like a half an hour. Like, those motherfuckers are always fast. Like, if it's not very busy, and it's always busy usually, and like they never mess up orders. And
did you use your silly lingo when you were ordering?
I ordered the way I always order, so probably. What's my silly lingo?
Because you
hate my In-N-Out burger, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, because you give me so much shit because I don't like onions, and then you go and order In-N-Out.
I don't
and
give you so much shit.
You have like the most Karen In-N-Out order ever.
You are such a feckin' homo.
You're just like, oh, well.
When do I give you shit for onions?
I don't know.
Come on. You're making stuff up. This is your tiny dick complex.
But when you go to In-N-Out, you're like, oh, yeah, I don't want any of the veggies. Take off lettuce, tomato. And then you say, what is your lingo? You go like, Axe sauce, some ketchup. And they're always like, what? Axe sauce plus ketchup?
86 sauce.
Oh, yeah, there we go. 86 sauce,
That's
sub
like
ketchup.
That's a standard restaurant thing everyone who's ever worked in a restaurant should know.
But every time I've gone to In-N-Out with you, they always are like, what? And you're like, 86 sauce, some ketchup. And they're like, what? And you just have, I don't want any sauce, but instead put ketchup on it. And they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to get on their level like my brother does with Consomnita. It's like I'm speaking your guys' language. You know, animal style, 86 the spread, some ketchup. Get on their level, Kevin.
Doesn't seem like it works.
It doesn't. But
what do you have against the In-N-Out spread?
It's taste only. That's my only issue with it is I don't like its taste.
It's awesome.
It's not a racial thing.
The sauce kicks ass.
Doesn't, dude. I understand though. I'm kind of weird. Like most people like the sauce, so I'm not going to talk shit. Like whatever, but it's just not for me. I don't like Big Mac sauce. I don't like Thousand Island dressing. Like pretty much everything like,
that's ketchup and mayo combined. You don't like them together.
No. Like every California burger spot effectively has like a special sauce. They're all trying to rip off In-N-Outs for the most part. And I just don't get it. I don't get the Shake Shack sauce, like none of that shit. Ooh, was that what's a sharp but a burp?
Verp.
Whatever. Shuddy, didn't you see something else?
Yes. I went back and not revisited because I've never seen it before, but I went back and saw something that never mind. I just said I'd never seen it before. I finally got around to seeing Young Guns.
I've never seen Young Guns.
Emilio Estevez, Lou Diamond Phillips, Charlie Sheen, Dermot Mulroney, Jack Palance.
Wait a second. Hear me out. Pooh Diamond Phillips.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I've never seen it either, Shuddy.
Both Young Guns and Young Guns 2 are streaming on HBO Max currently.
Is this something that I should fill in my filmography gap?
So it's very violent.
That's a +1.
It's like super violent. I was not expecting it. A lot of the movie is set in the 1880s and it looks like a Western, but it's a very 80s synth pop score for the music.
And it's a cowboy movie, right?
It's a cowboy. It's about Billy the Kid and a couple of other people who are fighting back against this evil rancher.
I could see how 80s synth would be out of place in a fucking Billy the Kid movie.
It is out of place, and it's almost like they're all acting in different movies. Like they're all swinging for the fences, chewing up scenery. And I really only watched it because I wanted to get to Young Guns 2, which has the John Bon Jovi songs. That's really, but it was fun. It was worth watching. 3.5 dicks. I definitely think you should check it out and give me your opinion on it. I don't think seeing it for the first time as a 40-year-old is the right, like, had I seen it around the time that it came out, I probably would have it would probably be a 5-dicker.
Wow. Okay. So potential 5-dicker ending up as a 3.5-dicker.
Yeah, because, I mean, like I said, it came out in 1988, so you've got Emilio, Charlie Sheen, Luke, they're all at their peak.
Emilio!
I didn't even know Dermot Mulroney was in the movie.
My favorite Dermot Mulroney movie is Trigger Effect with, I think, Kyle MacLachlan and Elizabeth Shue.
Do you think Dermot is short for something?
And are you sure you're not talking about Dylan McDermott, Jeff?
No, I'm not sure.
I don't know what
Effect,
movie. Let's see what Dermot Mulroney's full name is. Nope, that's it. Dermot
Dermethathy?
Patrick Mulroney. He's just
Dermot.
Irish.
Yeah, he's definitely a self-loathing Irishman.
Yeah. Do you think in the hospital when they were like, when he got born and they were putting Dermot on the birth certificate, that the nurses were like, are you sure? Do you want to take a day to think about this? No. Full steam ahead. Dermot. Dermot the frog. Dermot. Dermot. Just keep saying it over and over in your head. Dermot. What is a Dermot? What the hell am I? What were we talking about?
Young Guns.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, look up the fucking cast and stupid character names of Banshees of Inisherin. You can't pronounce anyone's fucking name. Like, I don't know what they're... I can't believe these idiots are speaking the same language. I don't fucking get it. So I don't know if that guy... Yeah, I don't know if that...
Whoa.
If I'm saying that guy's name right or anything. Like, they have fucking stupid names over there.
Yeah, can you take a shot at pronouncing the character that Colin Farrell plays?
Yes, I would like to hear this as well.
Podrick? Oh, I hold on. I got up the IMDb. I don't know what the last name even looks like. I was going to ask you to tell me it, but that kind of defeats the purpose.
Well, yeah, and I also can't spell it for you because it's very long. And
It doesn't have like weird like symbols in it too.
yeah, there's dashes over a lot of the of the vowels.
Oh, Podrick Sullivan?
Podrick?
Right? Don't they say Siobhan? Like, but Siobhan, it's spelled like with a BH, but I think it's Siobhan.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, it looks like you would phonetically pronounce it Siobhan, but it's Siobhan. But then you got to look at like Saoirse Ronan, like the way she spells her name kind of looks like Cersei or something.
No, and I don't know. Unless you're from Ireland, I don't believe you can say their names properly. I don't believe it. Like it's annoyingly confusing. Like I can't speak Japanese, I can't speak Chinese, but if you give me a Chinese person's name, it's not nearly as fucking annoying as this shit. Like look at the fourth person down. I guess that's Barry Keane. I guess that's a Keane. Do you see that? Dominic Kearney, Barry. Dominic Kearney played by Barry. I think that's a Keane. And
I've always been confused how to say his name.
It's Keoghan. And I think it's pronounced Keane. Like my brother told me it.
Keane?
Said that.
I've always said like Kagan or Keegan, but that was just a guess.
Yeah, like Brendan Gleeson, they say his name the whole time, but you don't really, it's weird. Like you don't know what he's saying. You don't know if it's Colin, Aram, like it doesn't sound like an actual name. And then you look at it and it's like, that's not a fucking name. What is that?
Ho Lee Fook.
Oops.
It's
that is not what I tried to hit.
Ting Wong.
Sorry, I hijacked someone's review.
Scudagera Cleopatra.
Was that a character in the movie?
Yeah, pretty much. I want two cows to fuck me. What? Man, what was I talking about? I want two cows to fuck me.
Is that the one from last week?
No.
I've sprayed my shower head on my ass. Fuck you, dude. I've sprayed my shower head on my ass. Make me sick. Dude, I'm telling you, I always have hard nipples.
All right, so Shuddy, did you finish your review?
Yes, I did. I
Okay.
think 3.5 dicks for Young Guns,
Oh, that's right. Okay.
and I'll have a follow-up review of Young Guns 2 by next week.
Nice. All right, well, in the meantime, let's take a quick visit over to
Voicemails, yay!
Mount Voicemail.
Oh, guys, sorry. Breaking news.
Oh,
Kid Rock has called Oprah Winfrey a fraud for not endorsing Dr. Oz in the PA Senate race.
well,
That's
shit.
not breaking news. I heard about that the other day through
Oh,
Outkick.
it just popped up. I just got the Reddit notification.
Let me tell you, Outkick was on Oprah's side in that one.
I gotta say,
I'm just kidding. I have no idea. I'm just kidding. I didn't even read the article.
that's just right there is a clear-cut example of how divided this country is. If Kid Rock and Oprah can't see eye to eye, I don't know what future there is for any of us.
Yeah.
We're doomed.
If those guys can't cross party lines, we're fucked.
All right, let's see. What do we got here? Where did we leave off? I think we left off on... Where is this? Here we go. Here. This is it. You better fucking play through the thingy. Goddamn you. Oh, shit!
It's got a Super Nintendo, huh?
Yep.
I'm going to go do a mail check while you fix it.
You're going to go check out mails. Jeez.
No, I'm going to go see if the mailman came to drop off packages, asshole.
Don't make any fucking jokes about me going to the mailbox. God damn it.
And he's all fired up.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Shuddy, you're not
MSPH,
missing
going
much.
on? This is Nat King Swole checking in. It's been a little while since I've called in.
Good American.
Been a little busy. Just packed up a family and moved them across the great free state of Florida from the East Coast to the West Coast. But I'm catching up on some episodes right now. I think it's like 568, 569, right around there. A comment that was made, and it kind of didn't get any reaction. I was surprised to it. Someone on the show said that they are not a fan of Big Trouble in Little China. And I don't know how that can be possible. That's a five-dicker for me all day, every day. It's a Clark classic. It's a Kevin Kraft classic. All those. It's a five-dicker, hands down. Six Demon Bag. Come on. Low Pan. It's amazing. So I want to...
All right, is anybody copping up to this?
This is
Yeah.
not me. I am 100% on board with this being a 5-dick movie.
Oh, it's Jeff.
I hate Big Trouble in Little China. I honestly kind of feel bad about it though, because to this guy's point, it is a Clark classic. I'm the only Clark who doesn't love it. Even my dipshit father likes it. Both my brothers love it. Like I think like Bill's like favorite mushroom movie. Him and Rich have watched it a couple of times on mushrooms. Like I think they like it's like their favorite mushroom movie. So like I understand it's just kind of at best over my head. At worst, I'm just being an asshole. But like I don't like it, and I fucking love Kurt Russell. You'll never hear me say anything bad about Kurt Russell. So I don't know. It's disappointing. I've tried to watch it like at this point like 5 or 6 times because I'm at the point where it's just like I'm wrong. I have to be wrong. How does everyone else whose opinion I respect like this movie and I don't? I just can't get there.
When was the last time you gave it another shot?
Probably 5 years ago.
All right, that seems fair. That's recent enough.
I mean, I've watched it probably every 5 years for the last like 20 years, right?
I think we need to have you on What the Fuck Did I Just Watch to discuss this further.
Like we're gonna watch that movie and discuss it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, take it frame by
Maybe.
frame.
Yeah, maybe I'll end up liking it if I watch it with the homies. It could go that way.
If I remember correctly, Mark Rooster is not a big fan of the film.
Wow, that seems like it would be right up Mark Rooster's alley too.
I think it bums him out that it's a John Carpenter movie.
But he likes John Carpenter.
Yeah, he does.
Why would
the
that bum him out?
Because it's not a typical John Carpenter movie.
Well, that is definitely the case.
I think that's his problem with it.
I'm trying to see if Mark Rooster doesn't even have it reviewed or scored on Letterboxd.
I just went up there to confirm it. But Dom has it as a 5-dicker. Blorp has it as a 5-dicker. Nope, she only has it as a 4.5. So she's excommunicado. Gob has it at 5. Alex has it at 5.
I don't think you could throw Blorb out of the Puminati again. Like, isn't she been thrown out based on her movie taste like 4 or 5 times by you?
Yeah, probably. Which, we haven't addressed it. We should have addressed it much earlier, and Geoff should maybe stand up. But he did receive the...
Well, I thought we talked about it at length in the Easter egg. We should have talked about it up top, and I flashed the Puminati sign at the beginning of the
he just
podcast.
Doesn't want to stand up. He keeps moving back. So
why would I stand?
Because then you're closer to the camera.
I'm not wearing pants. I can't stand up.
Dude, this is going to be a no pants episode, but I am wearing pants. I just got out of the gym before we recorded, so I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to get out of the gym. I'm going to get out of the shower. Not going to put on any pants. But I knew this could happen. So here I am. Check it out.
You really record without pants on, Geoff?
I've done it once or twice.
That's why when you get up to go to the bathroom, sometimes you turn the camera off.
No, not really. It's just a habit.
So does that mean that when I do the intro and talk about you not having pants and underwear on, sometimes I'm right?
Once. You were right once or maybe twice.
So you were just full-blown Winnie the Pooh doing the show?
Well, I probably had underwear on.
Yeah, like I don't want to sit in the uncomfortable plastic.
I don't like dripping my ass sweat on my fucking chair that squeaks all the time.
Pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much. You wish you couldn't do my impression so well, but yeah, that's essentially what I'm saying here.
I don't want to flatten my dingleberries.
Yeah, skid marks on my office chair.
That new Puminati hoodie looks pretty dope.
Dude, it's so comfortable. Shout out to Gone Premium Clothing Company doing our merch. I know a lot of listeners got it already. Got their package already. They posted it on Instagram. Shouted us out. Hopefully they shouted out the clothing manufacturer as well because he did such an awesome job. It's so comfortable. And I know if you haven't gotten it yet, it's probably coming before we record our next episode. So
and there's hoodies, crew necks, and t-shirts for sale on the website.
Yeah. Fucking comfortable, dude. I love this hoodie.
Nice.
Wearing it all around Long Beach.
Well, yeah, it's like cold as shit in Southern California. This is like as cold as it gets. It's been dipping down into the 40s at night. So
we have had a heat wave.
Oh, you guys stole our weather.
I wore shorts the last 3 days because it was in the 70s.
Showing off my gams, hanging some brain. Oh, there's
showing
more.
Off the gams, yes. Hanging brain, no. I wear underwear all the time.
But sometimes I pull my nutsack out of the underwear and then plop it down my short leg.
Nope, that is not true at all.
I ask if anybody's missing their gum, and then everybody laughs.
Yeah, I used to love doing that. I'm going to do that next time I go over to Kevin's.
Well,
Kevin sent some gum.
Hey, is this yours?
They always fall for it.
Hey, is something wrong with my watch?
You looked at my nutsack, you homo.
All right, here we still got some left in Nat King Swole's voicemail about Big Trouble in Little China. Man, we really fucking went off on a tangent there.
Would like to see you guys get into a little bit of talk about Big Trouble in Little China because it's such a great movie. I'd like to see why some of y'all don't like it. It's very surprising to me. Anyway, keep fighting the good fight. You guys make these days so much easier to get through working from home. Just trying to get some podcasts going on the radio while I'm banging away at the computer. So Love you guys. Thanks.
Thank you,
Love
kind
you,
friend.
Jeff.
Yeah. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying the show, homie. I wish
Not
we
a
could...
fan of the Pork Chop Express. I'm that guy. I apologize, Nat King Swole. I'll try to do better moving forward. That's what they call the truck, right?
Mm-hmm. For someone who doesn't like the movie, you sure do know a lot about it.
I'm telling you, I've seen it a bunch of times. I've tried. I've sat there and like been kind of disappointed in myself for not liking it.
What don't you like about? You know what? No, we can't. We spent too much time on it.
I like the idea of making it content. Let's. I've been wanting to do a what the fuck did I just watch for a while, so we can make it this one work or another one. I even doesn't have to be this one. I'm down, but let's back burner this conversation because there's more to be had here.
Yeah. All right.
Hey Kevin,
Yeah.
Random question: are you still doing Powerball? You didn't win, obviously.
Yeah, shockingly, none of us won the jackpot.
I haven't even played yet.
Well, yeah, you have to play to win. I did not actually leave the house last week to go get one like I said I would.
Dude, it's up to like almost $2 billion right now. So
Maybe
I
I'll
bought
do
some,
it tonight.
I bought some tickets. Yeah, you're going to have to rush out, Shuddy. They're drawing tonight.
Oh, we are recording later than we... No. It's only 6:30 here.
When do they do the Powerball?
You have to have tickets bought by 10. So I still have 3.5 hours.
Yeah, you're good.
Huh.
All right. Let's do another
Then if I go to
here.
Wawa, I'll probably get food.
What's up, Mad Scientist Party Hour? This is Colton here in St. Louis, getting ready to see Nas and Wu-Tang's first show on their tour. And I'm here with my wife, and she's got a couple questions for you guys.
Your pizza sucks.
Brain question.
Yeah.
Is it Nas or Nas? And also, would Jeff Clark suck a dick to see ODB?
All right, let us know. Thank you.
I got to say, it's kind of adorable hearing a "Would Jeff suck a dick" from a female caller.
Caught me off guard. Yeah, I don't want to suck that dick, but the way, like, just her gentleness of asking it and just how different it was for a woman to ask, it's nice. And I kind of don't want to turn it down, but I don't know. I feel like this is kind of sacrilege or fucked up, but I'm not.
Do I
I'm
have to
not that
mute
big-
you again?
Not a huge ODB fan. I don't know.
I mean, I will say, I feel like ODB's presence in Wu-Tang was kind of novelty. He didn't have, like, the sickest flow and the most clever lyrics. He was very enjoyable,
Yeah.
but I don't know. If I'm ranking Wu-Tang members, I don't know how high I put ODB.
Yeah, like to tell a story of hip hop, you kind of need RZA, Raekwon, Method Man, Ghostface Killah. Do you need ODB?
Yes.
I know you're going back through the annals and history of rap, so you can actually speak more to this than I can. But I don't know. I'm not going to suck a dick for ODB. I like ODB. I have no hard feelings for him. I'm not going to hot take it, but he doesn't rise to that level where I'm gonna blow someone to resurrect him.
All right, fair enough.
I am literally awaiting the arrival of an ODB action figure as we speak. That's part of what I keep going out to the mail for.
Yeah, but you have some fucking action figure inflation in your house over there.
ODB and RZA to be specific.
Bobby Digital.
So did you hear
Exactly.
what her other question was?
Is it pronounced Nas or Nas?
Is it Pam or Pam?
I mean,
it's Nas.
yeah, Nas is
Nasir.
like the Fast and the Furious
Yeah, nitrous oxide.
hit the button and go super fast thing. Nas is the rapper.
Yeah.
Were
Right?
they were
Yeah.
at the concert, right?
It sounded like the concert hadn't started yet.
Yeah. Hopefully no one heard her ask that question. You know? Is this Nas or Nas? What are you fucking saying, lady?
I don't know. We overheard some pretty stupid shit when we went. Like that
So
girl
did
who was
I.
like, "Oh my God, this is a Beatles song!" Like, wow, we've got a fucking trivia master over here. She successfully identified a Beatles song.
I've completely like the only thing I remember about that concert was there was majestic Nugatos that kept passing us in the aisleway.
That was cool.
Well, I mean, and the music itself kicked ass, but
Yeah.
I don't remember any other one else in the
Oh.
crowd except for
It looks like we got a call back from
Fitz
them.
McGee.
There's one voicemail in between them, so let's play that.
MSPH, this is Poopward the One again. Sorry, last time I called I was drunk as fuck. Anyway, I'm calling because I had a near miss. You know, the sneaky part? Chilling with the lady. Chilling with the lady, and mid-sentence, as I'm trying to slowly lean over and just kind of squeak one out, like nonchalantly. It's fucking hot in California. I'm in Riverside area, and anyway, that part was so hot that I stopped mid-sentence. I was like, oh, hold on. That was the testy part.
I like how our voicemail line has just become the Shart hotline.
Yeah. We're like a fucking, you just call us with your shart issues.
Yeah.
Like a shart counseling session.
I went to the bathroom and I have checked and nothing happened, but I came in and I was like, damn, I have to leave a voicemail. Love you guys. Keep it up. Peace.
I do feel like every time I
too.
shart and then I check the evidence in the bathroom and there's nothing there, I still count that as a win in the Sharts column.
Well, yeah, if it never actually squeaked out of your butt crack, then you didn't shit yourself.
Yeah, but if it was enough to trick me into thinking I did, the Shart did its job. So that's still Shart getting a victory over me.
It's yeah, your ass is in control of the situation.
Yeah.
I see where your point is.
All right. Let's get to this last voicemail here. I believe this is a follow-up to the Wu-Tang show.
What's up, boys? It's Colton the Carpenter calling to follow up the day after the Nas and Wu-Tang concert. So, the real short version is I've been a Nas fan since I was about 13, so for 20 years now. And I was not a fan of Wu-Tang at all until Shuddy Boy reviewed the show on Hulu, which
Wow.
I started watching.
Shuddy Boy, you're like a Wu-Tang brand ambassador.
It's for real. You put someone on to fucking Wu-Tang. Wow. I'm jealous. I wish I had that kind of compliment. Well done.
And I've since fallen in love with Wu-Tang and started to go through their back catalog to the point that
This
for
fucking guy, imagine
my-
this guy at home, or not even at home, just like at the gym, listening to Triumph. I was like, man, fucking Shuddy, he knew it, huh? like what?
Yeah,
Oh man,
it's like,
Shuddy,
wow.
you look so cool right now.
Shuddy is like on par with Geoff and the whole Venmo thing. Cream does kick ass. That is a good song. Weird.
Oh yeah, cash rules everything around me. You know?
Father's Day gift, my wife bought us tickets to go see Nas and Wu-Tang.
A wonderful woman.
So I wanted to follow up on how that concert was, and I would hate to spoil it, but I'm sure you guys won't hear this voicemail until 2024. So
That's fair.
we didn't know it, but Busta Rhymes showed up, and that was fucking sick to see.
Wow, imagine going to that show not knowing Busta was on the bill.
Yeah, because I don't think it had been announced yet at the first show. Let's see.
Wow.
I have a record of when it was announced.
Oh my God. Let me go into my Wu-Tang dossier here.
No, because I text a picture, a screenshot of it to the boys to let them know it was happening. How far back? Well, this is taking too long.
Yeah, we'll just go back to the voicemail.
Busta Rhymes live in concert.
August 27th.
And Wu-Tang was
This is from the 31st. So he just must have not been paying attention.
good. Nas was good. I was surprised, pleasantly surprised. At the beginning of the show, there was a guy who looked like he was a little trying a little too hard to do an ODB impression, and then come to find out later on in the show that that's YDB, and it's one of ODB's kids, and I thought that was fucking awesome because he looked just like him, he sounded just like him. I don't know about the energy or not because I never saw ODB live, but I'm sure it was right on point. Was a little disappointed that Method Man didn't show up, so hopefully by the time he makes it to you guys, Method Man is there because he's one of the shining members of the Wu-Tang, in my opinion.
Shuddy's pissed.
I want to follow up on some of the questions my wife asked.
That was for you,
I want
too.
to talk to the
Oh. Hey, we didn't book him.
No,
Right,
you got to see him.
this one. Would you suck a dick to see ODB perform live with Wu-Tang?
We covered it.
Was the question.
This guy must have been partying so hard he forgot he asked this already.
Shit, I don't know.
I think he was afraid that she wasn't clear when she just said, would you suck a dick to see ODB?
Oh, okay.
I will touch on that or not, but I want to know how much it means to you to see the entire clan do it. Because to me, ODB is top of the heap, and then followed closely by Method Man, the Jizza, Raekwon, and then fall down the line to the guys that are a little less entertaining. But that was the question. And to me, it's Nas with a hard A, I guess. And my wife, it's a soft A, Nas. So I'm excited to see where you guys land on that.
You motherfuckers are overthinking
right.
this one.
Peace.
Your wife's wrong. You're correct.
Yeah, didn't you hear him get introduced at the show, too? Like, they probably said his name a bunch of times, and in his own lyrics, he says his name a bunch.
Yeah, he's like...
He does. He does mention his name quite often in his own lyrics. Good call, Kevin.
Yeah. You know the answer. You know. All right, friendos. Well, we have to head over to Patreon land so we can hear all of Shuddy Boy's delicious acai secrets and more. So if you want to hear more, patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour has all the goods for you. We're doing tons of shows every week. We got Queef or No Queef going up on the $10 tier, Kevin's Nerd Hole, What the Fuck Did I Just Watch, Snack Attack. You name it, it's going up there. Got lots and lots of content. I looked at it from my phone, not signed in, and I think we're close to like 1,300 posts. That's a lot of
On
content.
Patreon?
Yeah. If you've
Oh,
never taken a peek behind the paywall, you get access to it all when you sign up. So there is a quite literal fuck ton of content waiting for you. And goddamn, if I could say so myself, it is exquisite. We're truly doing the Lord's work over there. Lots of fun shows. Geoff and I do a fucking anime show. I mean, if that doesn't say we got all the bases covered, I don't know what does.
I feel like it's been picking up steam lately. Yeah, I know you were butthurt about the Goblin Slayer bridge, but I had a ton of fun you being butthurt.
Yeah, it seems like the listeners did as well.
The one that we did last week, Prison School, was just fucking awesome. Just awesome.
Yeah.
Wholesome environment or wholesome entertainment. You should definitely watch it with your children. It's great anime.
You guys need to watch Domestic Girlfriend. That's the one that I suggested to you a while back, Kevin.
You
Domestic
guys need to watch
Girlfriend?
Gaming Couple, which is probably somewhat similar.
All right, well, Shuddy, I'm putting that on the list. What was it again?
Domestic Girlfriend.
Domestic Girlfriend. Okay.
Cliff Notes is it's about a dude who's in love with his teacher, hooks up then with a random girl, starts dating her, and she ends up being sisters with the teacher, and then there's a love triangle.
Well, I know how much you love triangles, Captain Twilight. Oh, Team Edward.
This is a suggestion for you from Ojax.
Oh, okay.
Not from me. I don't know I am just parroting what he has said to me.
Fair enough. You can also follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft.
At Shuddy Boy.
At Jeffro Records.
and at MSPH Podcast. You can also check out Jeff's sports betting podcast. Where?
It's called Outkick Bets with Jeff Clark. It's on Apple, Spotify. You can go to outkick.com/sports betting. Find all my content if you want to follow my picks. Don't follow any of the fucking team sports. I am getting racked. It's terrible. My NBA has been bad. My NBA was bad last year through the first couple months, and then I just went fucking nuclear when it turned to 2022. Hopefully I pick it up quicker than that, but it could be a little trial and error up front. Dude, I hit a golf outright this weekend. My second golf outright of the season. There's only been 7 tournaments. So my golf shit's on point. My team sports shit sucks, but follow all my sports betting content at outkick.com/sports betting.
And if you want to see videos of all of this, youtube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. We usually, if we remember, record the main episode, the Easter egg following the end theme, exclusive to the audio podcast. But if for some reason you want to see our goofy faces, youtube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. And I have this weird feeling of impending doom. I don't quite know how to explain it, but if something weird happens between now and next week, everything's going to be all right, friends. That I should clear up. It's a personal feeling, not a political thing. I just realized after that left my mouth that everybody's flipping out about the midterms. Not political, friends.
Yep. Whichever side of the line you fall on, make sure you've done your civic duty and vote.
Yeah, but more specifically, vote for Dr. Oz, for God's sakes. People of Pennsylvania need him.
They need a real licensed doctor.
And make sure to go to imallgone.com. No apostrophe in the I'm. And then there's a link to the MSPH store, which the designs that are up there are fucking rad. They're the OG all-seeing poo, and
there's more coming.
The preliminary Poo-Tang Clan shirt that Mr. Alex Wilson is working on is fire.
Sick. All right, keep your eyes peeled for that. Sorry for doing a cryptic ending, but I got one of those fucking feelings sinking in my chest.
In your taint.
We'll see. But hey, we'll be back next week. Thank you guys for listening. Until next time, something.